I'm cooking up an absolutely gigantic Tomahawk Ribeye on the Lone Star Grillz pellet smoker today. Let's get going. Here is that Tomahawk Ribeye. This is 3.60 pounds, 3 inches thick, and it has a 15-inch bone that serves no other purpose than looking cool, acting as a flipping handle, and costing a lot of money. I'm going to season it up. We'll start off by putting a little bit of avocado oil down, just as a binder to help the rub stay on. Avocado oil has a very high smoking point. For my rub, we're using Guga Foods all-purpose rub. A good friend and actually longtime friend Guga sent this to me, so thank you, brother. If you don't know Guga, he has a very, very tiny little channel here on YouTube. I'll have a link down below so we can help his channel grow. Apply this rub, and this is my first time using it, but it smells wonderful, and give it a little taste. Tastes like some good stuff. And Guga knows a little something about cooking steaks. There we go. All right, let's get this on the pit. So we're going to be doing a reverse sear on this steak, and for that initial portion of the cook, I like to keep the pit temperature very low. We're going to be cooking at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. It's already preheated, and we are burning hickory right now, hickory pellets. So right now the setup's how I would set it up for doing a regular, smoke. I have that fire pot cover in place, and I'm just going to place the steak right in the center of the grate here. I do want to monitor the internal temperature of the steak. So I want to go into the center here, the thickest part of the steak. Make sure it doesn't go into any fat or touch that bone. And there we are. Now it's just going to be all about monitoring the temperatures. Once it hits 80 degrees Fahrenheit, I'll be flipping that steak to allow a nice even cook. My target temperature is 125 degrees Fahrenheit. That's when I'll pull it off and allow it to rest. We'll get this bad boy fired up and ready for grilling, for searing. Usually this initial portion at this temperature, this size of steak, it's going to be an hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes or so. But again, it's worth the wait. See you guys in a bit. So we're at 55 minutes and we just hit 80 degrees Fahrenheit, ready to flip that steak. Just a little peek at what it looks like. Let's get a nice smoky color there. All right. Easy. So next stop, 125 degrees Fahrenheit. See you then. The Tomahawk's been on the pit now for an hour and 20 minutes. And check this out. We go ahead and pull the steak. Look at that. I'm going to drape this with foil, let it rest while we're cranking this bad boy up to searing temperature. First things first, I want to remove the probe here through the probe port. Go ahead and pull the grate out. This gives us access to the cover over that fire pot. So simply use my tongs, open it up, and looky looky. Get that grate back on, get that door closed. Go to the old fireboard control here. Right now you can see it's set for 200. Just get it cranked up to max out 450 degrees. So I'm going to give this about 10 minutes or so, and by then this is going to be ready to sear up the Tomahawk. Okay, so we're ready to sear now. Guga's rub has some brown sugar in it, so because sugar is a fuel, it burns. What I'm going to do is, instead of just sear the edges and I'm done, I'm going to be doing a lot of flipping. I'm basically going to hold it down long enough to where it won't burn, flip it, flip it, flip it. Just keep flipping it until I get the, the exterior crust that I'm looking for. Nice. Look at that. So this is looking good. I'm going to go ahead and pull this big ass steak off the pit, let it rest a little bit, slice it up for you guys. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the meat from the bone. Bones for presentation, I mean, there's stuff to nibble on there. But you don't buy a tomahawk steak to save money. You buy it because it looks really cool. It's very impressive. All right, see how we did. There we go. Just saying, it looks like a pretty good medium rare to me. Pretty happy with that. All right. All right, let's give this a try, even though I already had a little piece. This is good. Again, I didn't even think I mentioned it. This is USDA Prime. For those of you who may live in the San Diego area, I purchased this beautiful piece of meat at Harvest Ranch, and there's 2 locations in San Diego County. They don't even know I'm doing this video. I'm just a loyal customer. Look at that. Juicy can be, medium rare as medium rare can be, and because I cooked it at such a low temperature, as you can see, that is, you know, consistent color from the very top of the steak to the very bottom. Cheers. So I'm smelling the smoke. Very tender. The rub is good. There's just the right amount of sweet to it. I like a little bit of sweet on beef, but there's also, you know, a lot of spice. So it's very, very well rounded, very balanced. This is my lunch. So I'm going to call this video a success. This cooker is amazing. I mean, never have I used a pellet cooker that applies so much smoke, clean smoke, to the food. I mean, this doesn't taste like it came off of a pellet grill. So good. Thanks again for stopping by, guys. If you're not subscribed, please do. Make sure you ring the notification bell, thumb it up if you like it. I'll have links down below. Lone Star Grillz, Guga Foods. Check them out. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.